We start today's video with a powerful quote from Sam Levinson: "Don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going." This quote, profound in its simplicity, captures the essence of persistence and consistency. It's a reminder that time, represented by a clock, is relentless, never pausing, never wavering, and always moving forward. It's a metaphor for life and the pursuit of our goals. Think about it. A clock doesn't stop ticking, does it? Whether it's a minute, an hour, a day, or a year, the clock keeps ticking, unyielding and unwavering. It doesn't pause when things get tough, when the night is dark, or when the day is long. It simply keeps going. That's persistence, that's consistency, that's the power we're talking about here. Just like the clock, we must learn to keep moving forward, regardless of the circumstances. It's not about the speed, but the relentless, unwavering march forward. It's about understanding that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. The clock doesn't care if it's midnight or noon. It doesn't halt when the batteries are low or when it's been wound too tight. It simply does its job, ticking away moment by moment, second by second, marking the passage of time. It's a silent testament to the power of continuity, of persisting even when everything else comes to a standstill. And that's what we should aspire to be like the clock, to persist, to keep going, to keep pushing forward no matter what. To understand that every tick of effort, every tock of dedication adds up. In the grand scheme of things, our lives are a collection of moments, a series of ticks and tocks. And it's what we do in these moments, how we choose to spend this time, that determines our journey, our story. So don't watch the clock, don't get caught up in the minutes or the hours, don't let the daunting size of your goals frighten you into inaction. Break them down, tackle them bit by bit, tick by tock. Embrace the power of persistence. Embrace the power of consistency. Because in the end, it's not about the destination, but the journey. It's about the ticks and the tocks, the steps we take, the progress we make. Just like the clock, regardless of the hurdles and challenges, we must keep going. Now let's delve into the relevance of this quote in our daily lives. Imagine a student tirelessly burning the midnight oil preparing for exams. Their eyes may grow weary, but the determination to succeed fuels them, and they keep going. The clock ticks away, but they don't watch it. Instead, they match its steady rhythm with their persistent efforts. Consider an athlete training for a major competition. Every muscle in their body might scream out in protest, but they persevere. They push through the discomfort, they run the extra mile, they do one more set. They keep going. Their focus isn't on the clock, but on the finish line, on the victory that awaits them. Think about an entrepreneur building a business from scratch. They face countless rejections, numerous setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. But they persist, they refine their ideas, they learn from their mistakes, and they approach each new day with renewed vigor. They keep going. They don't watch the clock, they watch their dreams take shape. In all these scenarios, the principle of keep going is the driving force. It's about striving for growth, about pushing boundaries, about breaking out of comfort zones. It's about not letting the ticking clock deter you, rather using it as a reminder to keep moving, to keep evolving. And this isn't just about big dreams or grand ambitions. It's about the little things too. It's about getting up early to exercise, about learning a new skill, about reading a book, about spending quality time with loved ones. It's about making every moment count. Sure, there will be times when you'll stumble, when you'll fall, and that's okay. It's not about being perfect, it's about getting back up, dusting yourself off and taking the next step. It's about progress. It's about resilience. So, whether you're a student, an athlete, an entrepreneur, or just someone trying to make the most of life, remember this. Don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. So no matter what, keep moving forward. Overcoming the urge to watch the clock is easier said than done, but let's explore how we can do this. One of the most effective ways is to break down big tasks into smaller, manageable parts. Think of it as a journey. If you focus on the miles you've yet to travel, it's overwhelming. But if you focus on taking one step at a time, before you know it, you've traveled a great distance. Setting realistic goals is another way to avoid clock watching. Aim for progress, not perfection. It's about moving forward, however small the steps may be. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's the little bricks that make a big wall. And let's not forget the power of celebrating small victories along the way. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, is a step towards your ultimate goal. By shifting our focus from the clock to our actions, we can make every moment count. Let's quickly summarize what we've learned today. We've delved into the power of persistence, a force that can propel us to greatness or, at the very least, away from complacency. It's the one trait that stands between us and our potential, the one thing that separates the dreamers from the doers. We've also explored how this power is not just a tool for the extraordinary, but a necessity in our everyday lives. Persistence is the key to overcoming adversity, to pushing past obstacles, to achieving our goals, no matter how big or small. And finally, we've shared some handy tips on how to resist the urge to watch the clock, a habit that often leads to anxiety and stress. Instead, we encourage focusing on the task at hand, making every moment count. So next time you find yourself watching the clock, remember Sam Levinson's words and just keep going, because the only time that matters is now and what you do with it.